In the remote hills of Mimi village in Nagaland's Kiphire district, an ancient ritual unfolds once a year, one that few outside this region have ever witnessed.
Okay, they'll be unable to breathe. Oh, they won't fall.
itu বাদাবরা জানেগো আমাকে মতলব itu বাদা বেশি গিরি না থাকে সেগুলো জিরা বেশি থাকে কই
আৰু ইটো জিৰাটো ফৰ ফাদাৰ খান বৰা খা আহা আজি তাকবি আমি খান বিমাৰ ধৰিছে নেগা বি নাই
To reach Mimi village, one has to travel from Kohima for over 13 hours by road. The road winds through rugged terrain and crosses the Kereke River before finally reaching this remote settlement of the Yimkhiung Nagas. Mimi is located under the Bomrr subdivision of Kiphire district. October is a special time here. This is when the people of the Bomrr clan, spread across 8 villages, come together to take part in a unique festival. From the village, a steep trek downhill through the forest leads to the site of the celebration, or rather, the place where the harvest will take place. The Bad Harvest Festival begins at a sacred cave called Bomrr, hidden deep in the forest. The festival opens with a prayer. Then, the men chop firewood that was cut during the previous harvest, while women carry it to the cave.
itu বাদাবরা জানেগো আমাকে মতলব itu বাদা বেশি গিরি না থাকে সেগুলো জিরা বেশি থাকে কই তো itu সব বেশি বাদা তো থাকাবরা মই পাজল হয়েছে বলি জিরা আর বেশি আছে itu সব কি আছে না itu মই না কব না পারে
down here.
Inside the cave, the firewood is stacked at 2 points, one near the entrance and another deeper inside after a steep climb over wet rocks. Nuhemong S. Bomrr, a resident of Mimi and the owner of the cave, explains how the process works.
In local dialect, we call this as tongken.
Tonken.
Yeah, which means I mean tak in Nagaland used to say, na? Like what idu banao. After this, we'll make fire and the smoke that emits out of this fire, na place will,
It'll trap the bats inside this cave.
yeah.
Okay.
All the smoke to the wall.
Okay.
Breathe go na parwa na.
Okay, they'll be unable to breathe.
Yeah. They'll get smoke in there. And then that around the giri wo. They'll not fall.
Oh, they won't fall.
Stick to the fall onto the cliffs. So tomorrow, see, I'll show you this leather, na? See,
There's a leather.
Once the smoking process is done, na? Tomorrow, second day of the harvest festival, clansmen will see. They'll use these bamboos, these things, na? They'll take these and then they'll find this leather up to the last step. See, come here.
Okay.
As the fires were lit and the crackle of burning wood echoed, the clansmen stepped out and took positions around the cave openings to strike down the bats that attempted to flee. Once caught, the bats are then tied in small bundles called brifo, each containing 10 bats. These are then divided among the men of the Bomrr clan.
They are calling out. So we can call it. We can.
Nearly 100 men registered this year, and the harvest was over 10,000 bats.
लातो बाबा खंदो काउरे लोय मारिना इना थरम गठाइछ हैन अरु मधु बनाइना इना खाइना इना थरम गठाइछ अनि आजकल तो इता तो क्रिस्चियन टिम होगा आजकल तो इति सिस्टम खाली आइवो इना बाथना गुरुबनि गाल बिना फाकुरि इता माखन ला केसा 600 होस गुना थाकिछ ततेबा इति सब तो सिस्टम के सालदो ने सब तो इति सब तो पहिला ब्राज न इति 2-3 years 2-300 years पहिला बाबा ला केसा पनि सब तो
For 3 days, the area around Bomrr turns into a small settlement. Families from 8 villages come together to work, to celebrate, and to keep the tradition alive. The locals believe that it has defined the Bomrr clan for generations.
We celebrate this Beth Harvest Festival every year in the month of October, right after our local festival is over, which we call the local festival this Potangzaku. Yeah. After that, the Bomrr clan members all will come down to this area, and then we harvest this bed. What we now do is we also call our in-laws also, and then give them our share, and in that process we also get their help in assisting us in all the celebrations, this harvesting works where we collect firewood, and then also it's very tasking. It's not easy. However, this is one such unique celebration of a very beautiful creation.
After the harvest, the rituals continue. Every male child, even newborns, receive a share of the bats. A year after a person's death, the departed also are given their share as a mark of respect. However, not all bats are hunted. Some are allowed to escape so that they can repopulate.
Of course, we maximum of the member of this bed are guild hunted. However, we also make sure there are some escape ways for them also, so that there is a regeneration. And one beautiful thing about this thing is there is no shortages. Even if this tradition has been following since a good number of centuries ago back, however, there is no such decline in this number of the pets also. So rather, the clan members are increasing. So if we look at those perspectives, there is no decline in the number of the pets.
At home, first the wings of the bats are clipped and singed over a flame to remove the fur before being cleaned, boiled, and dried. Some prepare bats with oil and spices, while others cook them the traditional way, with fermented soya bean, garlic, and ginger. Locals also believe that eating bats help cure diarrhea. Nuhemong's mother Narola explains further.
Father Canberra Ka Atitakbi Amakandu, Bimar Turishe Nagabina. It do a Ramakan Gorni, Bishita Hoyase, Tyria Time Dena, it would Ektabi Hela Bolena, it do Juligana, Mission Gorigana, Tatini Gorigana, Kaisha Goyle, it do Brad, Tyria La Bimardi, Pal Hoyjay.
Supporting this, Nuhemong shared that researchers once collected blood samples from Bomrr clansmen who eats bat. The results showed no signs of health problems.
There was once a time where the researchers came and they took some blood samples of the male members also, or rather the consumer of this bat. and there is no such findings that it has an ill effect on health. Yeah, so the news doing around is maybe different. There are different types of bat species, wherein this is not the one.
Meanwhile, rituals continue even after the bats are brought home.
Itu an first core pungchile itu सबसे पुमरला मालिक तु ताई itu nuhemo itu khani malik thakise na to ajikali tu tai la grandfather bi nai tai la papa bi nai tai la choto papa khan tu thakibo choto grandpa khan thakibo hole bi itu khan bra bi itu to chatra tu na puribo tai brahi first ahi gana inaga pangkha khan helai di gana itu mimuk khan hali gana chulai gana test puribo tai itu bichi de hi so ami bra test purisha ami khai loise so manu khabi de borna inaka korina khaboli de.
In a world that often forgets its old ways, the Bomrr clan of Mimi is keeping their link to the past alive, while the bond between people, forest, and belief continues to grow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.